So it's kind of late at night and I'm pretty tired, but I thought I would show you the revolutionary game-changing modification I made to my Miller table and the difference it has made to my fine gold recovery. And I mean fine gold recovery. Let me just show you. The modification could not have been simpler. It'd be a little bit hard to show you on this surface. Just in here you can see some faint white lines. They are scratches from some 60 grit sandpaper. I sandpapered the entire bed. Up here on this third, I sandpapered 60 grit. In the middle, we've got 150 grit. And then down the end here, we've got more 60 grit. And right up the top, I've left this section completely smooth with no sandpapering at all. When you buy Miller tables, they come completely smooth. The bed itself is designed to shed everything except for the very heavy gold. And it works reasonably well for some of the gold in my area. You really want gold that's flat and has no shape about it. As soon as you put ore crush or something like that on a Miller table, it tends to catch the water, and because there's a completely smooth bed, it rolls down the run. And the same goes for round gold. I know some places that I mine have really round, very fine, but very round pieces of gold. So you could be talking about 50 mesh, 100 mesh gold, but it's like a shotgun pellet. It's that smooth and it will roll off the bed. And I was getting sick of it because I was getting a lot of waste in my tailings and I'd have to hand pan tailings and whatnot to get the gold out of it. Anyway, I thought, why not sandpaper the bed and see what difference it makes? Let me show you. We're going to take a spoonful of concentrates. This is minus 50 mesh concentrates from Reedy Creek. The black sand is tin or cassiterite, so it's not possible to remove it with a magnet and you have to use it. Now I spread the 50 mesh on the smooth part that I've left at the top. And this pretty much does all the work for me. We just sit here for a minute. We're going to let it all go by. And as you can see, there is some very fine gold on there. Now, we're not worried about these bits up here. These little bits here will sit nicely. We're actually worried about the smaller bits, which will probably be down here a little bit. Let me find one. Sometimes it's a little bit easier if I just move everything along. And I can show you the really small bits that are going to come out. I can't believe the difference it's made to the recovery of the ultra fine gold, and the ultra fine gold that is kind of rolly, that's got that round shape about it. It's actually collecting it now. And if you run a Miller table, I promise you, if you sandpaper your bed, it is going to make a world of difference. Can you see just in front of the hole here, these little pieces of gold? These are the pieces I'm talking about. Watch them roll back down towards it. See that? See how they're rolling? If your entire bed is smooth, those pieces will roll off the end and you won't even see them because they're that small. It's unbelievable the difference sandpapering the bed has made. Now here's the truly amazing thing. You can't see really any gold. There's one flake just here. We're going to push all the remaining tiny little microscopic bits of sand and material that are in the top third of the bed up to the top. And you will be amazed at the amount of specks that come out from doing that you would have normally lost. Look at that. So hang on, let me zoom in. See that? See how tiny those pieces of gold are? And what saved them was these scratches, these real fine scratches down here prevented it from rolling any further. It's one simple, real simple modification. Like even Fern could do this modification. And the amount of extra gold I'm recovering from this is unreal. So if you've got a Miller table and you want better gold recovery from it, you can muck around with angles, you can muck around with water flow. There will be a sweet spot for your heavies to roll off the bed, but if you want to recover that super fine gold, sandpaper your bed. Season the bed like you would a pan. Right, I'm going to get this done and go to bed.